Back now at 8:08 with a new ad from J. Crew that is sparking controversy. Tamron Hall is back with details. Tamron?
Well, Meredith, that ad was emailed to customers last week, and as you'll see, it has a lot of people talking, not about the clothes, but what a mom is doing with her young son. At first glance, the J. Crew ad featuring a mom hanging out with her son doesn't seem out of the ordinary, but a closer look reveals J. Crew executive Jenna Lyons painting her 5-year-old son's toenails neon pink.
It's just kind of weird.
I think it's fine. I don't think there's any problem with it.
For the conservative watchdog media research group, the ad's a big problem.
Well, it's not painting someone's toenails. It's painting a 5-year-old boy's toenails hot pink, or what's the word they use? Neon. I mean, it's gender bending. To do it with a 5-year-old boy, it just significantly crosses a line.
J. Crew wouldn't comment, saying they didn't want to add fuel to what they consider a non-story. But raising boys who want to dress like little girls is an issue facing many parents today.
I'm a princess boy.
When 5-year-old Dyson Kilo Davis wanted to be a princess for Halloween, his parents initially resisted. But they now allow their son to wear dresses whenever he wants.
He's not contagious. He's just a kid like any other kid. Plays checkers, he plays in the trees. He just likes to do it in a dress. Big deal.
This little boy's mother didn't think it was a big deal when her little boy wanted to be dressed like Daphne from the cartoon Scooby-Doo. She explained her decision on Today in November.
I'm torn between the fact that I don't want my children to be teased. At the same time, I don't want my children to feel that they always have to give in to what the world expects of them.
Yes, I think society is too quick to reinforce and push boys and girls into pre-assigned gender roles. There is nothing in this image to suggest that this boy is either gay, transgendered, or any other variety of gender variation that one might want to apply to this image. It's not coming from the image itself, it's what's being applied to it.
We posted a poll on our website asking if the ad was adorable or inappropriate. Within hours, we had thousands of responses, and so far, our viewers appear to be split right down the middle, Meredith.
All right, Tamron, thank you. Robyn Silverman is a child and teen development expert. Cheryl Kilo Davis, who you just saw in the piece, is the author of My Princess Boy. Good morning.
Good morning.
To both of you. Cheryl, if I can start with you. You wrote this book really to encourage acceptance of children like your son, Dyson, who has enjoyed wearing dresses and sparkly shoes since he was tiny. I mean, he's 5 at this point. What was your reaction when you saw this J. Crew ad and just the controversy surrounding it?
Well, I received several emails and a lot of information from people about this ad, and I showed it to my kids, actually, and my 8-year-old son, Jacoby, said he looks happy. This is great for him. So I didn't see why there's the term controversy around it. It looks to me like an authentic piece of a mom who's supporting and accepting her son, which is really what the entire My Princess Boy movement is about.
Yeah, Robyn, recently we've seen instances of parents, several parents, who've said, we're not going to define our children by certain stereotypical gender IDs. And if the parents are okay with it and the kids are okay with it, then what is the big issue?
Well, you know, it's funny because what we're looking at is an ad. So let's just first say this is an ad to sell a product. That being said, we're dealing with play, normal play. The child is 5 years old, and every child should be able to play, experiment with different roles, experiment with different facets of gender. That is normal development, and what we want is normal development.
You know, we reached out to J. Crew. They declined to comment, but based on our poll, at least half the people that we polled don't think it is normal. They don't think it's adorable. They think it's inappropriate, and they worry that ads like this are further blurring the gender line. How do you respond to that?
I think that this has gone over to the ridiculous at this point. We're dealing with a 5-year-old son who looks happy, who's playing with his mom, and this is not going to cause any problem with gender identity any more than when I was little, put on pants and dug in the dirt. It has no bearing on gender identity.
Dr. Keith Abloh is a psychiatrist, believes the ad is dangerous. He wrote an article about this. I'm just going to read you a tiny bit of it. He says, it may be fun and games now, Jenna. That's the mom pictured in the J. Crew ad, but at least put aside some money for psychotherapy for the kid and maybe for others who'll be affected by your innocent, quote-unquote, pleasure. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think actually it's quite the opposite. If we don't start accepting and supporting our children for who they are, they're screaming to us to say, let's end this bullying, let's make this the year of acceptance, let's turn this around. And we have to model this as adults. And I just don't think that that's behavior. The behavior that's being modeled and all of the controversy is coming from adults.
Yeah, you believe the problem clearly is with the adults, not with the children.
I absolutely believe that. Kids are able to mitigate issues together. One of the things that's so important about play, as Dr. Robyn said, is that we want to make sure that kids can get together, that families who believe in acceptance can be together as well.
And you don't worry about the teasing?
Well, I think teasing is a natural piece of development. I think that it's going to happen. Honestly, I don't think if I take Dyson out of a dress that he's not going to be teased about something else. My job as a parent is to help guide him. All of us are supposed to help them be the best that they can be. That's not the best who we want them to be, for them to just do what we want them to do.
Robyn, would you also be comfortable with this ad if it included not just the toenails being painted, but if the little boy Beckett had been in a sundress? Would that have been okay for you?
Look, again, we're talking about play. This is a fun little ad that happened to be capturing something fun and interesting for a little boy. Would we care so much if it was a girl who was dressed as a boy? I mean,
not at all.
Right, exactly. So this is something fun and interesting, and people love to talk. At the end of the day, we're raising kids who are accepting of others, who are good people. That's what we want. Get in touch with our values and stop worrying so much about the fine print here.
Robyn Silverman, thank you so much. Cheryl Kilo Davis, nice to see you
Nice
again, and
to
thank
see
you.
you.
Best to
Thank
your
you.
family as well.
Thanks.